Hello, I'm attorney Joseph Nivin, and I'm here to talk to you about what is included in an order of child support. The first is what's called basic child support, which is supposed to help with the child's basic needs. For example, food, clothing, shelter, school supplies, things like that. And that is based upon a formula which is based upon what the parents' incomes are and how many children there are. So what are some issues that we encounter when determining what's called the basic child support obligation? The first is what's called the cap. So if the combined parental income is above the cap, which is $148,000 a year as of June of 2019, then anything above the cap is based upon the needs of the child, which is really what is the child's standard of living. Another issue that's encountered is what happens if the non-custodial parent is self-employed. In those cases, very often, the non-custodial parent will not include some personal expenses that are written off as business expenses when they report their incomes. So in those cases, we either have to figure out what the parent's actual income is, or if the court finds that the parent has failed to provide a credible account of their income, then the court may actually base the order on the needs of the child rather than the income of the parent. Another issue is when we deviate from the formula. So in those cases, if one parent makes significantly more than the other parent, if the non-custodial parent has a child at home that he or she is also responsible for supporting, or if there are very high educational needs, like for example, if the non-custodial parent has student loans where the education enabled them to make a higher income, then those are all reasons why the court may what's called deviate from the formula, meaning provide an order of basic child support that is different from what the formula would say. In addition to basic child support, there are what we often call the add-ons. So first of all, there are unreimbursed medical expenses. So each parent will be ordered to pay for any unreimbursed medical expenses, and that's generally based upon what's called each parent's pro rata share of the combined income, meaning that the parent that earns more will probably have to pay more of the unreimbursed medical expenses, whereas the parent that earns less will have to pay a lower share of the unreimbursed medical expenses. There's also childcare. So the court has to order a non-custodial parent to contribute to childcare expenses if that childcare is necessary to enable the custodial parent to work or go to school. The next issue is what's called educational expenses. Now, if your children attend private school, then the court may or may not order the non-custodial parent to contribute to private school tuition. Also, the court may or may not order the parents to contribute to the child's college expenses. Now, in New York, child support generally goes until the child turns 21 years old. In some cases, the parents may agree for child support to go until the child turns 22 years old if the child is still enrolled full-time in school. Furthermore, in some cases, child support might end before the child's 21st birthday if the child is what's called emancipated. Generally, that means the child is self-supporting or the child enlists in the military. Every case is unique, so if you want to know more information about your case, then please call my office to schedule a consultation. My phone number is on the screen. I also encourage you to visit my website, and the address is on the screen. Thank you very much for listening to this video, and I look forward to helping you out.